In this video, we're going to go over the basics of the AdvisorEngine integration. We're going to go over how to get you set up with the integration and talk about how each of the key features are tied into the integration and how they're going to help you more effectively use Jump. If you're not sure if you're integrated, you can click on your name in the top right corner and go over to User Settings, then click on the Integrations tab. You'll find AdvisorEngine as one of the tiles that's hidden under the CRM integrations page here. If you see that it says connected next to AdvisorEngine, then you're all set up. If it doesn't say connected, you'll see a connect button that you can use to click on, and then it'll direct you to enter your AdvisorEngine credentials. If you haven't logged into Jump yet, then don't worry. We're going to make it very easy for you to integrate with your CRM because we're going to give you this question right when you first log in. So if this is your first time logging in, simply select the AdvisorEngine tile when you get this question, and then select Connect AdvisorEngine in the bottom right corner. Again, you will be prompted to enter your login credentials for AdvisorEngine, and then once you enter those, your integration will be set up. If you're a full seat user, we're also going to ask you what you want Jump to do with a task when it gets synced from Jump to AdvisorEngine. For example, if whenever I create a task in AdvisorEngine, I usually use the action type Other Activity, then I want to make sure and select that here on this page. And then once I click Save and Continue, after a meeting when I go to sync a task over into AdvisorEngine, Jump will set the action type for the tasks as Other Activity. Now if I go to the record actions for that account that I sync tasks over for, you'll see that my tasks are showing up with that action type as Other Activity. If you ever need to change that action type, or you selected the wrong action type, then you can always change that. The full seat user will simply need to go to their user settings, head back over to the integrations tab, and then find the AdvisorEngine tile, and you'll see that there's a settings button, which if you click on that, this will prompt you to change the task action type. If you're a full seat user, we're also going to ask you what do you want to do with a note after a meeting. For example, if before using Jump, after a client meeting, you created a note and then associated it with the household, or you associate it with the activity, then that would be the respective option that you select right here on this page. A lot of times I find users adding notes to households, so that's going to be the tile that I select here. Depending on what you selected in that previous page that I was referencing, then that option is what you're going to be given after a client meeting. For example, because I selected Add Note to Household, that's the button that I'm seeing here under the automation section here on the client meeting. Now, if you ever want to change this choice in the future or add additional fields that you want to sync to in AdvisorEngine, then I recommend reaching out to our support team. If you click on that little chat bubble in the bottom right corner of your screen, you can reach out to our support team and ask them to update your full seat users' automations for you. We will be going over how to change these yourself in the advanced training, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. One of the benefits of the AdvisorEngine integration is Jump can now begin to generate pre-meeting prep automatically 24 hours before a client meeting. We'll take a look at your full seat users upcoming tab, and we'll check to see if you have any meetings that are showing up within the next 24 hours. If there is a meeting within the next 24 hours, then Jump is going to go into AdvisorEngine and scrape for information on the client that you're going to be meeting with. Now, this is an important note to keep in mind regarding the AdvisorEngine integration. Right now, we can only access past notes that you've synced from Jump into AdvisorEngine. So if this is your first time using the integration, then you're probably not going to see a pre-meeting prep generate for a couple of months. But once you get some more notes synced into AdvisorEngine, then we will be able to generate the pre-meeting prep for you later on down the line. When Jump generates your pre-meeting prep, we're also going to give you pre-meeting prep sources right here on the Jump meeting page. So if you want any context on any of the notes that you see Jump has collected for you, then you can simply click on the pre-meeting prep source, which is going to be in the form of the AdvisorEngine logo. If you click on that button, it'll tell you, hey, here's the note that we grabbed this information from in AdvisorEngine. And if you want to go see that note in AdvisorEngine, simply click on this window here, and then it'll take you to AdvisorEngine so you can look at the note there. Now, Jump does generate the pre-meeting prep automatically for full seat users within that 24-hour window of the meeting starting. But if you as the full seat user or you as the light seat user want to generate a pre-meeting prep earlier than that, then you can simply go to your upcoming tab, find one of the meetings on your full seat user's calendar, and if you click into it, Jump's going to say, hey, your pre-meeting prep hasn't been generated yet but you can use this Generate Pre-Meeting Prep button in the top right corner under Pre-Meeting Tasks to generate the pre-meeting prep on demand. After your client meetings, you'll be able to navigate to your AI Process tab and click into one of the meetings that the full seat user had, and from here, you can now sync the note directly into AdvisorEngine. Remember, you can always edit the note before you sync it over by using this edit button that's showing up above the note itself. And then once you're ready to sync the note into your CRM, then you're going to use that button that we referenced earlier in this video. Remember, this button can be different for you depending on what the full seat user selected when they were first setting up their integration. Now, to sync the note over, you'll simply need to click this button, and then this is going to give you a page where you can link the note to something in AdvisorEngine. So in this case, it's going to be a household. We'll use this box here at the top to search through AdvisorEngine to find the right household. Select them from the drop-down, and then once you're ready, you're going to use the sync button at the bottom to sync the note into AdvisorEngine. Now once you sync, we're going to make it very obvious that the sync happened. For example, if you're a full seat user and you're curious to see if your light seat user already synced the note over, simply go to the meeting page, and then you'll notice it'll say here under the meeting notes, hey, the sync was successful, here's the date and time that the sync happened, and then we also give you a link directly to where the note is in AdvisorEngine if you want to go take a look at it there. Let's also talk about the tasks that you can sync into AdvisorEngine. These will show up on the right side of your meeting page under follow-up tasks. And if you need to make any changes before you sync the tasks over, I do recommend going right to the sync button across from follow-up tasks. If you click on sync to AdvisorEngine here, this will open up a page where it shows all of your tasks, and you can make any changes from here. So for example, if I want to change who we're going to assign it to in AdvisorEngine, just simply click on the assignee field, find the respective user in AdvisorEngine, and then we can also change the description field if we want to change the task, right, and say this is going to be for John. And then if you want to change the title, everything on this page is clickable and editable. So if you want to change anything, simply click into the field, type in or change what you need to before you sync the tasks over. Just like the note, you will need to link the tasks to something in AdvisorEngine, which is what this related to field is for at the top. So we'll click in the related to field, type in the household that we're going to find, and then once you select them from the drop down, you'll notice this button down here just highlighted, meaning you can now sync the tasks over. If you don't want to sync over any of these tasks, if you just don't need them, or maybe you want to relate them to another household, then you could always uncheck under this column here that says to sync. So we're going to say, hey, let's go ahead and not sync over this first task. We'll sync over this task though, and then if you don't need the tasks at all and you just want them deleted, then I recommend selecting Delete Unsynced Tasks. As I said, once you're ready, click Sync these tasks to AdvisorEngine, and your tasks are now in AdvisorEngine related to that household that you selected. What we just covered is the basics of the AdvisorEngine integration. Now, if you want more of an advanced training, then remember, we're going to be going over that in the next video. But if you want to start today, you can always use that chat bubble in the bottom right corner of your screen to send our support team a message and let us know any questions that you have. We also do a daily group onboarding webinar, which I encourage you to attend. There's a lot of features that I didn't mention in this video that you'll learn a lot from attending one of our group webinars. We also have a lot of demos and training videos on our YouTube channel. Just like this video, we go through a lot of the features on our YouTube channel. So if you want to learn about what are some of the basics of Jump and what are some of the features that we can utilize, then I definitely recommend taking a look at our YouTube channel. You'll learn a lot. If you're more of a self-learner, you can also use our Help Center, which is located behind the Help button in the bottom left corner of your screen. Our Help Center is filled with help docs to help you learn more about the functionality of Jump and how to really maximize the benefits of using Jump for your firm. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.